Boom! Rocks in the room. And I'm bringing you hot tip number 3 of 101 today. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to price your house and some other real estate news for real people. But real quick, homeowner of the information age. If you've questioned the value of a real estate agent in this day and age, if you just want to learn more about maximizing your profit and minimizing your stress in the sales and purchasing process, or if you wish you had the knowledge, tools, and confidence that you need to do it on your own, you're in the right place. That's what I'm here for. Feel free to ask questions, comment, like, dislike. I don't need a bunch of comments from real estate agents. Thank you, because we're going to be getting into some of what real estate agents have to say behind the scenes and such. But thank you very much. I've had enough of that. But also subscribe and follow my YouTube channel. Look me up. I'm pretty easy to find if you want to learn more. So I want you to know that one of the first things, tip number 3 is about not overpricing your property, right? Get a sound bit of counsel. Drive around Z estimates. I'm not a big fan of, but however, that'll give you a nice little bullet point. Their algorithm's pretty, sophisticated, but don't overprice your house if you want to get it sold in 2 or 3 days, right? Price it right. And there's some ways to go about determining that. Sure, feel free to call up your real estate agent friends and family that want to run you a CMA. I'm a strong advocate of actually paying for an appraisal. You're investing in your greatest investment, but that's the best way to find out. Get an independent, third-party, professional licensed appraiser, okay? Or just do your homework. Build your knowledge base. Learn what houses are doing in your neighborhood, in your area, in your school system. Learn. Information. Knowledge is not power. The use of it is. Okay, folks? So build that knowledge base, but don't overprice your house unless there's a big fat caveat with this tip number 3, because I don't always agree with that. Okay? If you're the average home price in the United States is around $320. Okay? To arrive at $320, you may need to price at $350. Yes, that sounds exorbitant, and yes, it may be, but you always want to ask more than you expect to get. Everybody's going to be offering less than they're willing to give, right? So there's some big fat caveats with how to go about pricing your property. If you want to get it sold quick, price it right. If you want to take a little more time and develop a little more strategic exit strategy, I'm a big advocate of strategic overpricing and pricing on the bracket. Check out my YouTube channel. I've got a bunch of other stuff about pricing in the 21st century. And by the way, if it ends with a 9, 2 thumbs down, okay? Because $299, if you see a property marketed at $299 or $295 or $399 or $349, you're looking at 20th century marketing modeling. Okay. I'm going to go in a lot more to that later on in other content that I'm delivering. But for today, don't overprice your house. Know what your house is worth. Ask your friends and family in your neighborhood and get an appraisal. Trust me, that's only $400 usually. So all that to say, I'm going to leave a link. I want people to have the information that they wish they would have known before they need to know it. Okay. And feel free to click on the link that I will end up putting below this post. Everything that you need to sell a house fits on one sheet of paper. It's a comprehensive list of everything, including marketing platforms and other resources and service providers that you may end up needing to engage. But click on the link below. Get it. It's free. Trust me, it's going to be good for you to just have it and know how to put your information together. This is the information age, and it's your house. You protect your information. And now I'm going to segue into real estate news for real people. Okay. That's the close of the first portion of this program. And what I'm going to be touching on today, I want people to know more about the news behind the green curtain of real estate. Welcome to the magic kingdom of a guy that's been, I've struggled for a long time with real estate agencies and their fees and the way that, I'm sitting out there, all of a sudden I'm worth 3%, 6%, whatever, just for what substantiates that? I've struggled with it. And one of the biggest struggles I had was many moons ago, back in, I think it was like 2007 or 8. I had a buyer that I represented that we had a contract said I was worth 3%. And don't worry, I'll get that from the seller. That was how the script ran, right? And then I turned around, they wanted a house, and oh my Lord, I'd only shown them 3 or 4 houses. And I look in the MLS, and for a few seconds, I got exorbitantly ecstatic because they were going to pay me 6%. Now, in the contract that I had with this client, it said in whole or in part, I would get paid 3%. Now, reality check, sellers are paying the commission, right? Out of their equity. Wrong. Buyers pay for everything. Sellers just subjugate them to that. But I'm not going to go down that rabbit trail. However, my buyers, $150,000 house, and they were fixing to pay me $9,000. Well, almost 9. The contract came in at around 145. But then I figured out, I was like, this is a problem because I've got a contract with them that says 3%, and I'm getting paid more than that. Okay, so since that time, I've really, I turned around. And my success is that I've proven that you don't have to pay a buyer's agency 3%. You may be incentivized against your client's best interest, as I was in that case. However, I turned around and got them a $4,500 better deal on the property because that was the contract. And I was sworn to protect and promote that. Now, for today's news, though, so oftentimes you've heard it said probably that if you're trying to for sale by owner, that they won't show your house, right? Or if you're not paying 3% commission, they won't show your house, right? People have heard this. And I'm going to put a big fat disclaimer in here. One, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. I'm a real estate broker. I'm a licensed real estate broker, agent, whatever you want to call me. I'm a licensed broker, but I'm not an attorney, not a CPA, right? I just know how to do deals with real property. And I have oftentimes found that real estate agents bicker and complain. And there's a lot of that. Disclaimer. I'm sorry. I kind of got off a trail there, but Pareto principle is applicable here. If you're not familiar with that, it's the 80-20 rule. And I have oftentimes, you'll find that 20% of the work gets done, or 80% of the work gets done by 20% of the most effective people. And 80% of your problems are going to come from your 20% least profitable people. And 20% of the agents out there are amazing, excellent, truly buttoned down and forthright professionals. The other 80%, okay, you tell me which side you're on. It's up to you. It's just a Pareto principle. It maybe 23-77. I don't know. But all that to say, the majority of licensed real estate agents out there, I don't know. I mean, it only took 30 hours to get the license, and that's just taught them how to fill in the blanks and stuff. And then they turn around and think they're worth 3%. But here's what's going on today in the news of real estate for real people. In Inman Press, a story written by Lillian Dickerson, recordings of Houston agents by rival brokerage reveal commission steering. A discount brokerage, and by the way, discount brokerage does not necessarily mean discounted service. Okay. And REX CEO Jack Ryan said he believed the recordings contributed to getting the U.S. Justice Department antitrust lawsuit against the National Association of Realtors off the ground. Okay. Houston agents have been caught on tape by California-based discount brokerage REX Real Estate discussing steering buyers away from certain homes with smaller commissions, the Houston Chronicle reported Monday. I'm not even going to show it to them, to be honest with you, one agent is recorded saying. I can't help you sell something that's wiping out my profession. The recordings have come to fore after the U.S. Department of Justice filed an antitrust lawsuit against the National Association of Realtors and are resulting in individual lawsuits as well that call into question the nature of the agent commission. In its filing, the DOJ claimed that the NAR's rules placed illegal restraints on realtor competition. Okay, long story short on this whole field here is that I've dealt with this for years because I only offer 3% if that's what my seller wants me to do out of their equity. And Washington County, it's 2.7 is their tradition, just so you know. And I've had agents call me, I can't tell you how many dozens of times, and say, well, why don't you pay 3%? Why I'm not going to show it. I'm just like, who do you serve? Okay, if you have a client that's representing you, that you're representing, right? They should know that they're obligated to compensate you, right? Regardless of what you're getting paid by the seller. Now, here's the rub, okay? Nobody serves two masters. Nobody. And when buyers' agents are being incentivized against their client's best interest, they want a better deal, right? As a buyer of real property, you make your money buying, right? So why is it that they're being subjugated to a commission structure that's being compensated by the seller? There's a lot going on. There's class action lawsuit going on against the National Association of Realtors. And now, you're going to start seeing one of the changes that this is going to promulgate is that you're going to start seeing how much the commission, the cooperative fee is in the postings of your real estate listings. And this is long overdue. And this will, by the way, make the multiple list system entirely antiquated. And it's always been exclusive. But the sole purpose of the MLS is to publish the cooperative fee agreement. And, again, I want to challenge the industry to adapt and really recognize their value, what it is. What is the value that I have as a service provider to the marketplace? If I only show them 3 houses, did I really just earn $9,600 on the average home sale in the United States? Right? I've struggled with that, and I'm hoping that other folks will as well. And more real estate agents, one of the reasons that I'm continuing to promote this particular agenda is that you're not worth 3%. You're not worth 6% unless the client in the marketplace says so. Okay. And if you are in fact worth a percentage, then you'd better provide the value. Okay. So it's just, I wish I have saved some recordings on how some of the conversations that I've had with agents over the years that have gone up my rails about how I may not be cooperating to their liking. But there's a lot going on, folks, and you need to be informed and educated, and that's what I'm here for. So I really do appreciate you guys. Much love to everyone, and make it a great day. All right. Bye-bye.